They stayed in numbers, had more beers, enjoyed and applauded. And I should say that there was a moment when in my first ever role as artistic director of a festival, the offer came here in Canberra 20 years ago for the National Festival of Australian Theatre, when the marketing department were complaining about their minuscule budget and the general manager of the trust said, "How much is your marketing budget?" I forget what it actually was, but let's say 100,000. And he said, "What's your box office?" And they said 100,000. He said, "That's good, just put it on for free and tell people it's here." Well, of course, you would still need a bit of a marketing budget to say that it's here, but I think you see his point. I think it's this attraction to the free and spontaneous encounter that may also be the reason I'm so drawn to social media as a way to engage with the curiosity of all kinds of people. For certain projects, I fear that the media release is actually an imposition. Starting with curiosity is a wonderful way to get deep engagement with an audience. To begin with natural curiosity feels far more exciting to me than going to such ends to tell people the answers all about the project before they've had a chance to get excited themselves. There are two examples. One is when I commissioned Rafael Lozano Hema to do solar equation for Federation Square in Melbourne. It started as a build. It was the largest ever helium-fueled sphere in the world, manufactured in Paris and transported by Air Canada across Canada to get it to Australia. It first went up as a big white ball, and we said nothing. We said absolutely nothing about what it was. It was just a big white ball filled with air. Soccer was on at the time. They said, "Oh, it's publicity for the soccer." Then people said, "It's the moon, la, 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 la." And then eventually the night it went on, it clearly was the sun, and it had projections on it that were actually being manipulated at the time by Raphael's geek, who really is, and he had NASA equations, which NASA used to gauge the movement of the surface of the sun, and these were living projections, so it really, really looked like the sun. Because the curiosity about what is it had started way before, when it happened, it, as they say, went viral. Within a few days, we were in Le Monde, we were all over Mexico, Canada, China, Vietnam, and there were lots of things about it. People were uploading photographs as well. The second one, of course, is the sky whale, in which we tried to develop curiosity, and indeed the first response to the sky whale came from a couple of farmers when we did the test flight around Mount Arapiles in Victoria, and their only response was, the sky whale's only response was, "What is it?" There were no other questions, and then what followed was a newspaper in Canberra leaked the images 2 days before they said they would, did not send a journalist to the hour-and-a-half briefing by Patricia Piccinini, and had already started